So if you're new to web development, you don't have your PC or Mac set up for any type of web development yet, no problem. We're going to do that right now. What I want you to do if you're doing a Windows is to install MAMP. If you're using a Mac, it's fine. You can install this if you want, but I've got an easier solution for you in a minute. Windows, just come here, type in MAMP into Google, M-A-M-P, and this should be your top page. Just click free download. It'll run everything and get everything installed and set up for you. And after you open it up, it should look something similar to this. This means your server is running. If you click this, it stops the server. These two green lights mean that it's good to go on there. And I can say open web startup page. So the good thing about MAMP is it's up and running and it's very easy. After you install it, you're done. You don't have to worry about PHP, MySQL, installing that stuff separately. It hosts it all. And the way to get something up and running on here is if you click into your folder structures and find your MAMP, which should be in there after you downloaded it, and go to your htdocs. Just go ahead and take this htdocs and drag it into Visual Code. This will pop up the whole project right here. And now if I say, all right, new file. Actually, you know what? Let's do a new folder. If I say new folder, test, and then come in here and say new file, then I can type in index.html. You should have your HTML snippet from before. Go down, hit enter. This is my test from MAMP. Save. So now if I have MAMP running, I come in here and I say /test. This is my test from MAMP. Awesome. MAMP is set up. You're good to go. Don't worry about it. If you're a Mac user, I want you to install something called Homebrew. If you type in Homebrew into Google, this should be your top page. And after you get here, I want you to copy this snippet right here and then paste this into your terminal. If you don't know how to get to your terminal, you can either hit Command space and type in terminal, or you can go up here to the search bar and type in terminal, and it should pop it up. And you have to hit enter. Once it's popped up, which mine has some stuff installed, so it takes a minute to get everything up and running. Then you can hit Control V or Command V, excuse me, and go ahead and install Homebrew. I've already got mine installed, so I don't need it. But then after this is installed, go ahead and say brew install PHP, and it'll install the latest version of PHP, then do brew install MySQL after everything's done. Homebrew is basically just a package management system. It makes it very simple for you to download packages such as PHP and MySQL. Whereas MAMP just went ahead and installed all of that and contains it in itself. This kind of puts it on your computer so that you can use it anywhere. On your computer at least. Now the reason I wanted you to install that is because I want you to also install something called Laravel Valet. This is a Laravel development environment, and even though we're not going to be learning Laravel in this lesson, it makes it so much easier for you to be able to just pop up something on your local environment. So you'll install Homebrew, brew install PHP, brew install MySQL. Already did that, no big deal. Then you don't need to do brew update because you just installed it. Then you're going to have to install Composer. Just click on Composer link, and then once you get here, you're going to have to go to the Getting Started page. If my Composer, there we go. Click on the Getting Started and go ahead and follow these instructions to install everything. After that, you'll come back here and let me see. Yeah, so then you'll do Composer Global Require Laravel Valet and make sure this is in your path directory. I believe that should be in the Composer instructions, but yeah. After that, do Valet install and everything will be set up to go. So Composer is another package manager, and that's what it's doing is after you type in Composer Global Require Laravel Valet, it's basically saying install this globally so that I can use Valet command. So Valet install, everything's installed on your PC, on your Mac, sorry, excuse me. And after that's installed, the reason I wanted you to install this is because say you want to spin up a real quick project. If you just come to your desktop and say new folder, let's just go ahead and say Valet Test. That's the name of it, Valet Test. And you bring this into your Visual Studio Code. Once this gets up and running, you can type in new file and say index.html. You should use your HTML snippet and then say, this is my test from Valet. Save that. So that was pretty easy, right? If you come back to your command line and you have to find what directory in, which you should be in your main directory. So you should be able to say cd desktop, hit desk and then tab, and it'll fill the rest in, and then cd Valet Test. There we go. Now we're in the Valet Test folder, and if we type in Valet Park, once that gets set up, and then Valet Link. There we go. Now, what did that just do? Well, if I come over here and say Valet Test dot test, there it is. That's all you have to do. So I can literally spin up multiple dev environments right here very quickly. After you're done with that, there are some cool tips and tricks with Valet that we can go over later on. I'll probably save that for another video. But after this is up and running, then you're done. I'll see you guys in the next one.